All right, Uncle Sam FM here, episode 4 of the Dynasty Builder save for my FM game. And a few things have happened, and I thought I would, quickly run through what's gone on. So first of all, squad building wise, right? We're trying to establish our team identity. One of the areas that we know that we need guys is at center back. And so I went and got some players at center back. I unloaded Leonardo. I unloaded Senderos. Don't like Leonardo. Senderos is too old. So I brought in some. I traded them away. Got some draft picks. I actually got a couple of international slots. Cost me some allocation money, but that's okay. I'm really not looking to spend a lot of allocation money this season as I start to. I'm going to rebuild that. But I think it has helped me to start establishing my foundation, right? And so my back line was the priority. We saw that in a previous video. And so looking at my squad here, I brought in, 3 guys in my back line, 3 Brazilians that I got from my scouts in Brazil. And one of those, we'll go from youngest to oldest. The first was Jacques. Jacques has good, defensive attributes for center back, heading, marking, tackling. Those are all pretty good for an 18-year-old, certainly at the MLS level. And also good physicals. That's one thing I kind of look at with a young player is where his physical's at. I think that helps. It helps raise the ceiling, right, of how good a player can be and how much you can end up selling him for. So he's got good at physicals. His determination is okay. His vision and his passing aren't great, but we're gonna work on those. In fact, I think I even meant to. I don't think I did though. Yeah, I've got him working on quickness, but he's already got decent pace, and that'll calm a little bit as he goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on his passing so that we can get that up because that does need to be better. So got Jacques, also brought Jacques, and then brought in Gabrial or Gabriel. Not really. Gabriel is how I pronounce it. Not sure what the Portuguese pronunciation is, but he's a guy. Really, what kind of jumped out? He was another free transfer. It was Jacques and Gabriel, both free transfers, but his determination attribute is really high at 17. That's good, obviously for any player. So that obviously is a big positive. And then he also has a really high potential, right? So his current ability is kind of low. I may loan him out. If I can't get him on the field much this first season, then I'll probably loan him out so that he can start developing more. But his determination and his high potential, rating from my scout convinced me to go ahead and give him a shot, right? And I'm pretty sure his contract is a minimum salary. Yeah, he's on a reserve, so that's he doesn't even count against the cap. I think Jacques was the same. Jacques I think was an SMS. No, Jacques is on a senior contract, so he better develop. And then at right back, this right back did a couple things. It's going to allow me to move Adolfo Machado into center back when we get to that. But the signing of Joao Felipe at right back. Right back was a position where I'm old. I need to start developing somebody. I need somebody to be able to replace my starting right back, who is Boniek Garcia. And so I brought him in. He's got a good, not great, but a good potential ability, scout rating, decent determination. The only, really, everything is okay, right? Which, there's nothing that stands out, right? He's kind of a meh, but the fact that he does have some development to go kind of inspired me to sign him. And he was another free transfer, I believe. Yeah, free transfer. So I didn't have to pay anything for him. So when I do sell him or trade him, it's all going to be gravy. So 24 years old is a little old. It's a little older than I normally like to sign. But in a year or two, he's going to be somebody that I can move and get something for. So that's my signings. And I told you, traded away Leonardo, traded away Philipe Senderos. I also traded away DaMarcus Beasley at left back. the Galaxy came to me and they were trying to actually get Beasley and one of my international slots, which I was able to acquire through other transfers. But I didn't want to lose my international slot, so I negotiated a little bit of that, gave them a little more allocation money, and I think I even may have given them a draft pick, but they offered me their first round draft pick. And so as I saw it, trading Beasley for a first round pick, it does thin me a little bit at left back. Left back was the place where I could afford to lose a guy, because I had Lundqvist right behind Beasley. He's got most, he's very close to Beasley in quality wise, but he's also the kind of fullback that I want. And so it allowed me to move Beasley to get a first round pick, because the guy I get for that first round pick is probably, going to be, he's going to be a contributor. He's going to help me a lot. And I'll be able to sell that guy. Whereas Beasley, I will never be able to sell Beasley. Nobody's ever going to want to buy Beasley. And so losing him was not that big of a hit. And I also had a Dylan Remick, who is a capable backup. Obviously, he's not great. He'll never be first team quality, but if Lundqvist gets hurt, I can throw Remick in. And I also got De La Garza, who I could drop in at left back if I needed to. So that was my transfers. We do have a game coming up right now, and we're going to we'll look at our schedule, right? So this is the results so far. Obviously, the tour in Brazil went really well. Won all my matches pretty convincingly. Came back to the States, won at Memphis, won at Jacksonville, crushed Brazos Valley with my second team. Obviously, Brazos Valley is they're an amateur team, but this was my second squad, and they did what was expected, win big. And so then started playing some MLS competition as I started to get ready for the Disney Pro Classic. Got a nice win over San Jose, grinded out a draw against Inter Miami, who they're an expansion team for next year. But my assistant Art already set that friendly up. So then I go into Disney Pro Soccer Classic, and these are my results. Obviously beat Jacksonville 3-0, beat Tampa Bay 1-0, and that set me up really for the last day. Orlando City did not do very well in the group, and so I could have even lost that match against Orlando City and still won the group. I just needed to avoid a disaster. I think I had like a 6-goal lead on Jacksonville heading into the last day, and I say 6 goals. I had +4. They had -2. So yeah, 6 goals. So as long as I didn't lose 3 or 4 goals while Jacksonville won, I was going to be okay. And we'll go ahead and look at the group stage. First of all, these are the results for the entire group. Orlando City slipped up on day 1 against Tampa Bay, and then lost to Jacksonville on match day 2. So that meant that on match day 3, all I needed was a close loss. And so I grinded out that draw, and then to really kind of to really solidify it, Jacksonville drew Tampa Bay. So, which by the way, like I said, draw guaranteed my winning the group, but then Tampa Bay even helped me out by tying Jacksonville. So Group B, Fluminense really was the crushing disappointment of this tournament. They coming in dry. They had not played any matches, so this was whereas most of these other teams have already played some preseason, so they weren't as fit. But they lost 2-0 to San Jose, drew Real Salt Lake 2-2, and then drew Miami FC, who is they're like a 3rd or 4th division team now. But the exciting part about the last match day for Group B was Real Salt Lake won the group with a win over the Earthquakes in the final match, 2-1, to get 5 points. 1 win, 2 draws. That was all they needed, and they advanced, and they will be my opponent in the championship. So there you go. So this is my situation. As I said, Boniek Garcia is hurt. He's out for a couple days. So I have to slide Machado out, which meant Funmayor is coming in to start at center back. Real Salt Lake, on the other hand, let's kind of take a look at their situation. as you can see, they're not totally fit. At least their starting 11 is I rotate my guys pretty religiously, and so I set myself up so that I would be mostly fit for this match. The other teams never do that. But it's preseason, and my tactic, I'm not all the way familiar with it yet. That's one of the things I need to try and wrap up. I'm going to probably jack up my tactical training for the last couple matches here. But this is Real Salt Lake, and I actually kind of anticipate that they're going to come at me a little bit. So if we play our game and we'll win. They never have a reaction to that, but I don't always fear getting a negative reaction from anything else. So I tell them, hey, got faith in you, and I'm going to start, as I said, a little cautious. I tend to do that to start, especially my first season, start cup finals, which that's really what this is. It's an exhibition tournament, but the AI treats it like a cup final. So I'm going to back off a little bit, at least till I see what they're doing. And one thing that this does do in attack, as you can see, is my guys are being patient. Remember, they've got the defensive mentality, trying to draw them out a little bit. It doesn't always work that way, but in this case, it looks like it is. And so, at least so far, hopefully going to create something. All right, we got a foul right outside the 18. Tomas going to take this, and he puts it wide, but not a bad start. All right, you can create a shot off the kickoff. We'll take that. And so here we go. I feel like, because we do have a bit of a fitness advantage, that one goal might do it in this match. Obviously, we want to score as much as we can, but one goal might bring us the trophy. So Saren, wide to Kyoto, Saren again. Martinez, Elise out to Machado. Machado, goal! Manotas! Nice cross from Machado to the far post. And Manotas finishes it. Let's watch this again. These are the kind of goals I like. This is what our team that I want to build. Nice ball movement. Obviously good cross, and Manotas finishes it. So, and now I'm already defensive. So if Real Salt Lake starts coming after me, that's okay. I'm set up for that. Ooh, Kyoto tried to make it 2. Try to double our lead. Corner kick again, out to Saren, whose shot goes wide. Saren tries to pop long shots all day, and I hate that. I'm actually trying to train that out of him, but I've kind of found that the older guys are, the harder it is to get rid of their player traits, but I'm working on it. Saren out to Kyoto. I think that also kind of, your coaching affects that as well. Kyoto back to Machado to Saren. Cabezas, Martinez to Manotas, back to Cabezas. I'd kind of like to maybe spread things out a little bit. They are packed in, as you could tell. And a real match, I probably would do something, but this is just a friendly. I'm really just going to try and get through this game. And Real Salt Lake trying to put something together here. Lennon to Barry to Beasley. Cabezas comes and takes it right off. I will take that, thank you. To Martinez, out to Machado, to Kyoto. Saren to Kyoto, gets to it, cross. Elise can't finish it. Martinez. Manotas' shot is wide. But that's okay. We're building nice attacks. So far, so good here. There into Kyoto. Kyoto back to Machado. Up to Kyoto. Cross to Elise. Point blank save by Rodriguez. We got a free kick from Martinez. Let's see what he does. Ooh! Forces him a save from Rodriguez. And here we go with the corner. Short corner. I'm out to Manotas. Manotas' shot is wide. Dominating the game. 13 shots to none. Possession 73%, hovering around 70 for the whole first half. 2 yellow cards now on Real Salt Lake. Martinez with a shot. Man, see, all my guys take fewer long shots, but this year's match engine, it doesn't matter. They're gonna jack them. You just gotta watch them pop it, and it's frustrating. I can't imagine what it would be like if I set them to take long shots often. They'd be taking them from half court field probably. So it looks like we're going to roll into the half with a 1-0 lead. Real Salt Lake did not look like they were going to make any changes, so I'm not going to worry about making changes. Pleased with nothing are going. Let's keep it up. Got what it takes. And so Aaron with 108 passes completed. That's good. Just kind of looking at my analysis here. But let's go ahead and get this thing over with. All right. Real Salt Lake with the kickoff and foul on Martinez. Now, Salt Lake has nobody on attack duty. Release. Flex the pass, and then the steal to Kyoto, to Saren, to Martinez, to release, out to Manotas. See, I need my right back making a run there. Ooh, Elise with a shot off the bar. Denied by the woodwork. Alright. We're close. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, send him right off. Sean Barry, gone. So now I'm gonna work on my tags because they're running with a 4-2-2-1 narrow, and I'm not gonna get too crazy. Well, you know what? Let's go a little wider, fairly wide. I'm gonna increase the passing and then exploit the two flanks. I'm gonna try and make them defend the width of the pitch. Ooh, Manotas. I said one goal I felt like would do it. A second will kill this game. And we all just stood there and why? Oh, we committed a foul, I guess. So we're going to go wide, try and manufacture that second goal. Lennon coming off. Brooks Lennon is a pretty good prospect. There into Manotas. Lundqvist! Oh, soft shot there. Saved by Rodriguez. Lundqvist needs to aim for one of the corners. I coach my team. You're right in the middle. Aim low and wide. It's harder for keepers to get to shots that are low. Just kind of whatever. It's a reality. It's a physical reality. Real Salt Lake they are hacking. Lundqvist to Martinez to Saren to Elise out to Kyoto. Kyoto, you got a guy there. Martinez puts it out to Lundqvist to Saren in the middle. Shot over the bar. I wish I could just make him stop shooting. And Real Salt Lake trying to put something together here. Oh, Lundqvist, you got to make that tackle. Whew. Made me a little nervous. Martinez de Manotas. Hold on. Yeah, let's knock it around a little bit here. Oh, nice ball. Oh, but I wish Elise would have tried to finish that. It was just about one on the keeper. All right. Notas. See, you should never shoot from that distance. All right. Looks like one goal will be enough. So we are barreling towards the end. Scored early, got a red that probably helped us out. Well, it's definitely helped us out. Jesus to Martinez, Saren, De La Garza with a nice tackle. Kyoto out wide, and that's the game. We are the champions. of the Walt Disney Pro Soccer Classic. So very exciting win. Obviously dominated. When they went down, they narrowed their formation, which makes it hard. When teams come out with that 4-2-2, they're all close together, and they're not even looking to try to score. And so it does make it a little more difficult to dominate possession. But then I also went wider and increased my passing length, so that probably caused my possession to drop down to 66. But 66 is good, right? That's 2/3 of the game. I have the ball. I'll take that, especially whenever I don't give up any shots. They had 0 shots. Fouls are pretty even, but obviously they were a little more brutal with theirs. They were a little more savage. I don't know if that's part of the reason I play the way I do, like I do in real life, to get teams frustrated. They get angry and they do start tackling and hacking at you because they can't get the ball. So I don't know if that translates in FM, but in this case, they seemed to get frustrated as the game went along, and they even had a man set off. So 25 shots to 0, I'll take that. And, we're the champions. So good win, boys. Well done. In the game, and we'll get out of here. All right, so all right, I might do another video right before the season begins, but this is where I stand right now. I am the champion of the Disney Pro Soccer Classic. I've got a couple of week friendlies coming up. ASC New Stars is going to be a dominant game where my second team will probably match that 8-0 result. And then we'll play Rio Grande Valley, which is my USL affiliate. They are, not good. As you can tell, you look here and see that they're weaker. But that will help my first team get fully fit. Hopefully my tactical familiarity will max out as I get ready to try and grind through an MLS season with a team that, as we've seen, is weak. You can go to my team report, and looking at the comparison, not a lot's changed. Still bottom in a lot of, below average in a lot of my attributes. So it is what it is. I got to try and do what I can with what I have. Making the playoffs is our main goal. That's what we want to do. We want to get to the playoffs, because in the playoffs, the truth is anything can happen. Maybe injuries help. Usually injuries kill me going to the playoffs, as you've seen in some of my other games. But hey, maybe it goes the other way. Maybe the other team has some of their key players injured, and so you're able to get a result or two that you shouldn't. So playoffs, anything can happen. That's something a truth I don't have to tell you guys. So get in. That's our goal. Just make it to the playoffs, and then see what happens. So all right, well, this was Uncle Sam FM. If you have any comments, any suggestions, any questions, any way you can help me improve the product here, please let me know. But this is Uncle Sam FM signing off, and I'll see you next time.